one of the amazing thing when we talk about the regional collaboration is, although we are so diverse with the languages we speak, the faiths one might or might not follow, and with the cultures we come from, but the essence of South Asia is the same. So that one of the common thing I've always found is, whether it is youth from Sri Lanka or any other parts of South Asia, like the commonalities are also so similar in the midst of diversities. So there's a huge potential to bring them together, and also to really educate them and also give them a platform to share. And I think the common sense is that we have a regional group or regional cooperation that really works, right? We see it in EU, we see it in NATO, and we see it in other regional collaborations. But the saddest part is that sometimes countries do not get together, and also like this is very much felt when you come from a small country like Sri Lanka, right? We are comparatively one of the smallest countries in the region, and because of the lack of collaboration that's going on, it's also like we could do so much together than doing it in our own compartments. I feel like Sapan is a great example, right? Like how people from different interests, from different backgrounds, different regions, different countries can actually come together on a common ground and say, hey, though we are from different nationalities, but let's work together towards this shared objective, right? So in my work, that's what I'm seeing, because some of the issues and challenges that are relating to the digital space, for example, it's not just the digital space, but also the harmony within the country itself, right? For example, the challenge of hate speech, the challenge of organized violence through online spaces. These are not challenges that are exclusively Sri Lanka faces. These are the challenges that are faced in India, in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, in Nepal, and in other countries as well. We can always use each other's help when we I think one of the things, I'll give you an example from the Sri Lanka's context, right? Although we are a divided nation by race, and we have a very difficult past with the post-colonial racism in Sri Lanka, one thing that always makes me feel proud about being a Sri Lankan is every time there's a crisis, every time there's a flood, every time there's a natural disaster, like people do not really care about the identities, right? There are two things: either it's a natural calamity or a disaster, or it's cricket. People do really come together to celebrate, and they really they don't really care about whether you are a Sinhalese or Tamil or a Muslim, but they come together in the shared identity of being a Sri Lankan. And I think that really applies on a regional level as well. I want to be a little bit more nuanced. I know the challenges are a bit more different, but then again, one thing I could say from the experience, like from the Sri Lankan experience, is war is not the way forward, conflict is not the way forward, and every step we have took forward, we have taken 2 steps backward. So having lived through that experience, and if you want to, also on a practical sense, if you want to become competitive in a global market, right? Even the developed countries are opting this way forward. Why aren't we? It's the common sense thing to do. So I really hope our leaders start thinking on that line. Also our citizens in their own ways.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.